Hi, my name is Chris Gibbons and I'm a speech pathologist and the Director of Speech Generating Device Services at AbleNet. And before I introduce you to my friend Cynthia, I'm going to spend 2 minutes telling you about critically important decisions that Medicare is going to make on December 1st. These decisions are going to have a profound impact on people with severe communication disabilities. Now, thousands of Americans are diagnosed with ALS, Parkinson's, traumatic brain injury and stroke, and they benefit from speech-generating devices. Because these devices are computer-based, speech technology allows many people to communicate in all the ways that you and I do. For face-to-face conversation, for medical decision-making, for phone conversations. They use them to write email advising their kid about life in college. They make appointments, they post comments on listservs, or they stay connected with their friends and family using social media. Yet, Medicare is threatening to change their policy to refuse to allow the option to use email, internet access, or cell technology with any speech-generating devices. They're only going to allow devices that lock out these features forever. So imagine being told that the computer-based technology you've been given to communicate with can only be used in one way and for one thing, even though it doesn't cost a dime more to allow the same technology to do much more. This isn't 1953, folks. You know, Americans use a variety of communication every day in important and meaningful ways. And Americans with disabilities should not be excluded from the same access to that communication that we all use in the 21st century. Medicare has also instituted a policy that's called capped rental, where during a 13-month rental, funding for communication systems stop if the person moves out of their home and into a hospital or nursing home or hospice, which is just when communication is more important than at any other point in a person's life. And when learning a new system or spending countless hours reprogramming a loaner system is harmful, and it causes stress and simply makes no sense. Finally, without explanation, Medicare has stopped paying for eye control, which is one of the only points of access for patients who are locked into their body. So now I want you to meet a person named Cynthia. She uses a speech-generating device, and she will be directly impacted by Medicare's decisions when she needs a new one in the near future. Thank you for watching.
Before I was diagnosed, my husband and I lived aboard our sailboat for 6 months of the year. We used ham radio, boat-to-boat radio, and face-to-face conversation. Our family and friends became accustomed to our regular emails sent through the ham radio. After my diagnosis, we decided to move to Portland to be close to our children and grandchildren. Unfortunately, conversation became more difficult as people started having trouble understanding me. It was time to start learning how to use a speech-generating device.
If you are trapped in your body, your mind is functioning at a completely normal level. Everything works except your body. You can't talk. You can't move, you can't gesture to even say with your finger, please come here. You can do nothing.
It was overwhelming at first. I was one of the lucky ones because I could still use my foot to move the mouse. Still, it was slower and I was often frustrated when a conversation moved on before I could say what I wanted.
How do you communicate a need? How do you communicate a want? How do you communicate a greeting? Anything. Unless you're looking face to face with somebody and they're trying to read your lips, which is not all that easy.
Fortunately, I had almost 6 months to learn my Dynavox system. Even then, there was so much more. Now email was the only way to keep in touch with far-off family and friends. My world would have been very small without being able to unlock my device. Without IDs, I would not be able to manage my daily needs, communicate with my children, and be part of my grandson's life. In fact, I am not sure I would want to live. I don't have a problem with paying for additional features such as email, but the communication devices must have that possibility.
If it weren't for her email, nobody could really communicate with her on a one-on-one basis. It would always have to be third party. With this device, she can set her for hours and pop out a story that, like she mentioned, that she wants to write for her grandchildren. You know, she blogs. If she couldn't blog, who knows, like she said, the communication between friends would be almost non-existent. I challenge any one of these people who have this bill or this decision that they're going to make to go 1 week with nothing but FaceTime.
Thanks for watching. Remember, there are thousands and thousands of people just like Cynthia whose lives will be affected by Medicare's decision on December 1st. So let's work together to ensure that people who already don't have a voice aren't left without a voice.